he basically is losing shows now because he said something about Charlie Kirk.
Yo, real quick. At no point during yesterday's show was Charlie Kirk's death celebrated.
I want to dedicate this next one to an absolute piece of shit of a human being.
At no point whatsoever did we celebrate Charlie Kirk's death.
The pronouns was, were.
I did call him a piece of shit. That much is true. But at no point was his death celebrated. If it was, go find me a quote, go find me something that proves that we were celebrating his death.
Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, you piece of shit!
You're not going to find it, because it didn't happen.
Because if you chat shit, you will get banned!
What did happen is one reporter that bought their ticket online came with the sole purpose of finding something to report, and after I called him a piece of shit and we played a song, they have written that up as a celebration. Not a celebration.
Oh shit!
Isn't a celebration, wasn't a celebration. Calm down.
I want to dedicate this next one to an absolute piece of shit of a human being. The pronouns was, were. Because if you chat shit, you will get banned! Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, you piece of shit! Oh shit!
Mr. Rippey, how do you feel about what that guy said?
I think he's pathetic, but at the end of the day, I don't think most people should be silenced. I mean, I'm such a First Amendment advocate. I think you should say whatever you want, because once you start punishing people for just speaking, I mean, Charlie Kirk was killed for it, and now people just saying all kind of, like the radical right, radical left, people making up certain things. People on the left talking about, oh, he followed Nick Fuentes. But I mean, I followed Nick Fuentes and also followed David Pacman and Roland Martin, which I disagree with them. So, and then people are saying that he was in a relationship with a transgender person. But celebrating somebody's death is something that I would never do. But I don't think people should be punished for just speaking and cracking jokes. It's terrible. Like I don't condone it. And everybody in our audience are terrible, pathetic people. But I'm just not about, unless I know about this this nurse that lost her job because she was out there celebrating Charlie Kirk death, saying all fascist people, strong right wingers should be killed. Like, you a nurse. What if somebody come in there with a Make America Great Again hat on? Would you really take care of this person? So that's understanding. But a musician, just do what you do. I'm not going to support it, but I don't care. Doesn't offend me.
Cool Eric spinning bread. Cool Eric, shout out to you, bro. So I go friends that grew up in Louisiana. My best friend moved to Atlanta. I'm from Rhode Island. And I've been told by all of them the North is more racist than the South. Ken, how do you feel about that comment? I know you're in Arizona. Do you feel the North is more racist than the South? And how do you feel about that video that you just saw?
Okay, so for one, my view on racism is way different. My view on racism is not words. My view on racism is power, right? You got the power to keep me from making money, right? Words is words. If old black people could come back alive and look at what we consider racism, they would probably think we pussy. Like, seriously though, what racism is to us. Racism to me is not what you feel about me. Racism is what you do about me. So I'm highly qualified. I have the skill set. I have the education, and you are creating boundaries that I can't make money. I can't get housing. I can't get clean water. You calling me a nigger or a monkey or making monkey sounds? I could either punch you in the mouth or I could charge it to the game and keep it pushing. So I don't go off that. That's prejudice to me. In American history, what people know as racism in the early 19th century is a power dynamic. Power was being forced on them, not those people had thick skin. That's one. Two, that definitely was a celebration of Charlie Kirk's death because it's a concert. So that's a celebration. So with the language, you're celebrating his death. My thing is stand on it though. Just straight up stand on it. You know what I'm saying? And you look, don't say nothing out your mouth if you're not willing to go to jail, kill, or die about it. Don't say it. This is not a game. That's one. And lastly, just because I love something don't mean that you have to love it too. Meaning, if my loved one die, just because that's my loved one, I don't know where we get this rule that you can't say shit about the dead. The dead can't hear you. It's the living that's offended. So I don't know where people get this thing just because that's your man's, that's your family member, that's your people's, that other people have to feel a certain type of way about it. This country celebrated when Muammar Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, and bin Laden were killed. All those men had wives. They were all married. They were terrorists to us, but heroes to other people. And people here openly on the media celebrated their death. So no, we'll celebrate a person's death. It just depends what religion they are. It depends what politics they are. And it depends who they are. But we definitely celebrate people's death openly.
Well, people are saying that Charlie Kirk doesn't deserve a state funeral. They held the flags at half mast, and J.D. Vance, the vice president, went and flew his body to Arizona. So I'll let this guy explain it.
This message is mostly directed at Don Lemon and those that are against the funeral procession of Charlie Kirk. Don Lemon said, why does he get a funeral by the state? Well, Don Lemon, we give two shits about what you think. We really do. As a matter of fact, we could spend $1 billion on Charlie Kirk's funeral. I wouldn't give two shits, and most of us would not, that know who Charlie Kirk really is. Don Lemon, did you have this conversation with your people when you guys were tearing out the country concerning George Floyd? Were you talking about all the money that it cost us to rebuild these cities? George Floyd was a nobody. George Floyd had no honor. See, Charlie Kirk is getting buried in the way he is because he is a man of honor. You choose not to believe that, that's on you. But George Floyd, for sure, was a nobody who you guys gave great honor to while the people that was worshiping him were tearing up the city and states in his name. And somebody was making billions of dollars off that chaos. So don't come talking to us, we conservatives, and the president of the United States, how we bury one of our fallen soldiers, even though he was not in the military. He was a soldier for this country. And you may believe it or not, he was a soldier for your children as well, Don Lemon. So don't talk to us about how we bury our dead, our warriors, our heroes. And you're not anybody to tell us who our heroes are. Because obviously yours are all the ones that tore up every fucking thing in this country. There's a reason why you don't work at CNN. You were so stupid at CNN, they couldn't stand you. Now it's our turn.
Mr. Rippey, does Charlie Kirk deserve a state funeral even though he wasn't a government employee?
I don't see. So I'm kind of confused because he does so much. I mean, was government employee. There's so many people out there that does movements.
Your service slowing up, Mr. Rippey. You're slowing up. Doc, you were in the military. Do you feel like Charlie Kirk deserves to get all of this from the government?
Absolutely. Okay. I think he deserves it. I think he should have that funeral, and I think he should have it like that. Let's switch the roles. I'm Donald Trump. Great Charlie Kirk You my mans. I get on TV right now and say I do not care what them people think, and we're gonna throw my mans the biggest celebration ever. He supported him. He helped get him elected. If for no other reason, you know, he should get up there. I think Trump should get up there and say, "Yo, that was my man's." And even if you ain't like he get another term, that was my man's. Even if you don't like it, I believe this. This is what I want to do. I'm the president. I'm gonna do it, and that would be my position. Like that, I just think that he earned that sort of support from Trump. You know, from the message he preached, how he supported him, how he backed him. So if Trump go and do that, I think even if people dislike it, they're gonna respect it. I'll respect it. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my position on it. Like I wouldn't care if he got up there and say, "Yo, that's my dog," and I don't care if y'all don't like it. Get on the internet and talk about it. You feel me? That's all you're gonna do anyway. You feel me?
Yeah.
We're gonna have protection at this joint. So that's just me. You feel me? But that's how I would have carried it. I think that's how Trump should carry it. He carried like that with everything else, bro.
You were saying something, Mr. Rick?
I was saying I agree. Like he is a victim voice. He's probably the main reason why Trump got elected. I mean, this guy was in churches every day, all day with his conversations. And maybe this opened me up to something that I didn't think about.
For sure. Ken, what about you? You think he deserves a state funeral?
For sure. I mean, I got to be fair. Nipsey Hussle had a funeral at the Staples Center, the Crypto Center. I gotta be fair. You know what I'm saying? Charlie Kirk. I watched Charlie. You know what I'm saying? There was things I disagree with, but I can listen to people that I disagree with, though. I know there is some people that are 18 to 30 that voted based on the movement that Charlie was doing, right? In terms of a grinder, he was a grinder. You know what I'm saying? He stayed at college campuses. He was beating his feet. You know what I'm saying? So if very important people want to honor him that way, I agree with it. Again, I seen a rapper, Nipsey Hussle. He had a funeral at the Crypto Center. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta keep it fair. So yeah, spend whatever money you want on him. Like he was very impactful. People love him. Like when people